It was my last day in Ireland. How had 3 weeks gone by this quickly? I woke up to a text from Chris asking if I wanted to go hike the Wicklow Mountains before I left. And obviously I wanted to do that. So I got up, showered, he ran some errands, and then he was gonna meet me at his mom's house at 9 o'clock. So before he got there, I walked around Suncroft and took a video of what the main part of the town looked like. And then I remember they said there was a house with a thatched roof out the back part of town, so I hiked over there real quick to get a video of it. Apparently the thatched roofs are becoming more rare, so they're starting to open schools and stuff to teach a new generation how to do them. They're really cool looking. It would be a shame if this art form was lost. The Wicklow Mountains were less than an hour away from Suncroft. I guess they're not as high as the ones in Kerry, because the ones I saw in Kerry were still snow-capped. The drive from Suncroft up to the top of the Wicklows was beautiful. It was sort of first you're going through an old world forest, and then it kind of looked like the American desert sort of at the top. It was wild.
I get lost in the shade. 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 I've been digging for demons and diamonds for days. I get lost in the shade. I've been waiting for you to take me away. I get lost in the shade. I get lost in the shade. I get lost in the shade. I get lost in the shade.
Remember I told you about the mountain, Thom arse to the wind?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it there. So I climbed that with my nephew. It was my bogey mountain. Every time I tried to climb it, something happened. Friend couldn't go, I couldn't go, fucking road was closed. So I eventually got up with my nephew. It was fucking pure swamp at the top. It was really wet weather.
Just swamp at the top?
Oh, just pure bog all the way up because it had been raining constantly.
Oh shit.
It was a really hard slog, but we got up and at the top there was a heart-shaped lake.
Every shot's nicer than the last one, man. It's crazy.
So what we might do first is go see if Glendalough is.
We parked in the lower car park at the Glendalough Park, just as 1,000 tour buses showed up from Dublin. Luckily, tourists in Ireland are the same as in America. They're all fat, stupid, and slow, so we were able to skirt right around them, and we didn't even see them for the rest of our time there.
Just say what he does again.
So he walks along underneath the water. He's got a special nictitating membrane, a third eyelid that's clear, so he can walk underwater and see where he's going. And he's rooting for little insects under the stones. You can see him disappearing under the water there now. He'd happily walk along underneath that water. It's called a dipper, and it's a special subspecies that we have in Ireland. It's slightly different colouring than the European counterpart, and it's a privilege to see them. Not everybody gets to see them, especially so close. It's class. St. Kevin's Church. Very unusual roof style, done all with stone. Mostly you see slate or whatever, or thatched roofs, but they did it with stone. It's an unusual build. You don't see them everywhere. With a little tower.
All you waste, all you fake. I don't wanna be the one, but if you move, if you shake, I just might be the one.
People that were farmers and how they made their living.
Okay.
So they would have put them on that.
I did get a picture for you though.
18 and 1917. These are very late ones. These are from the 1900s as opposed to the early ones from the 1600s. Again, you see another one here.
Yeah, explain the sheep again.
So it was symbolised the Lamb of God, but also to symbolise what they did in life if they were farmers. See the intricate carvings. Some of them had really weird stuff. They had like dragons or sea monsters. Some of them. Really one. There's another one over here. Two together. Another sheep. Another sheep. Some of them are not. They don't have sheep. They have fantastical animals like lions and stuff.
No one knows at all. Now I see everything, but you don't want to hold my heart. But if she's bad, if she's bruised, I just might be the one.
Some view out there window, isn't it? Looking across at that.
I just might be the one. 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 I just might be the one you come on to. I'm in love with the ghost of fall. Does she care at all? Come on, babe, what the hell is this for?
Around here, unfortunately, look too used to things.
I said it looked like they've been fed a couple times.
That's an older and a younger stag. There's another one gone down the hill. This guy's skittish enough.
We don't care at all. Nothing's made to stay. Now you wanna go, everyone will stay. We all get so bored. We gotta get
It's either head back down or do the long one. So this is the valley you walk back down if you do the whole walk. Remember I was saying to you, if you go up and up on top of that mountain and down that mountain and down into the valley and back down along that trail all the way back in. You go all the way up onto the really high one up there and you get this spectacular view of the two lakes all the way down long. It's really good, but it's a long walk. You can see it over there, it's about 3 kilometers from here. And then it's 17 kilometers all the way around.
Chris was bummed out because he said this waterfall is usually raging, but it was still an unbelievable thing to see. These roads are so tight. I was so happy this traffic jam was hanging on the driver's side and not mine. Every time we turned a corner in Ireland, I was terrified I was going headfirst through the windshield. At the bottom of the Wicklows, you pass through this town, Hollywood. I was told that this is where Hollywood, California got its name from. I don't know if that's true, but somebody hiked up on the sheep farm and made a mock Hollywood sign up there that you could see from downtown. As we were leaving Hollywood, Chris was like, is there anything else you wanted to do in Ireland? And I was like, dude, I gotta see like a Stonehenge, like some kind of stone circle or megalithic site. And wouldn't you know it, there was one like half a mile down the road. The site's named the Piper Stones, and I guess it used to be a tourist attraction or something, but the farmer, I think, got pissed. So he put a fence up, and now there's really nowhere to park. You have to just kind of like sneakily pull into a ditch on the side of the road, then wait till no one's coming and hop the fence. Chris said the farmer probably did this because a bunch of freaks kept showing up and having sex and orgies and raves and shit in the middle of the Piper Stones. Also, like, if you don't shut the gate door, the sheep will get out. And then these morons also bring their dogs, which then attack the baby lambs. So can't really blame the farmer for shutting everyone out, because if you let the public do anything, they're gonna screw it up immediately. We did decide to run though, because a pikey had just been shot on somebody's farm. They were like trying to break in, and the guy had enough and shot the pikey to death. And it was a big thing because you really don't have guns in Ireland and you don't have crime like that. But then it was decided that the guy was innocent because everybody's sick of the pikeys being pieces of shit. So even though stand your ground laws are cool, we didn't want to get like caught up and shot by a farmer now that you're, I guess, allowed to protect your land in Ireland.
Oh, wow. Say that again?
Your hawthorn tree with your tags and gifts. People just tie little rags and as an offering to the fairies when they come up, so they don't anger them. See coins pushed into the cracks in the tree and stuff. So the reason it's called the Piper Stones is this is like a ring of dancers, and that over there, stone on its own, is the piper playing for the dancers to dance. So there's lots of these scattered around the mountains. And that's Church Mountain over there. There's an old megalithic tomb and an old church built on its ruins using the stones of the megalithic tomb. On top of that mountain you can sit down and have your lunch in it. Where I used to sit and have my lunch on a hike. And no one knows really what they were for or what they were used for, but they're obviously maybe ceremonial or religious significance, but they're dotted all over the country. Some of them bigger than this, some of them smaller, some of them with upright stones, some with just big round stones like this, arranged in circles.
Wow. All right, you want to get out of here before we get shot?
Yeah.
All right.
Your lack of ace, don't fake it. I love the way your body.
Come off, close it off. Little close, little steps where you can climb over them.
So Chris brought me back to Suncroft. Martin just got out of work. We went across the street so I could say goodbye to his mom, who I will miss so dearly. I love that woman. And then we headed to the airport, as I had a red eye to catch back to New York and start my real life all over again. I landed at JFK at 9 a.m. Then I got in my car and headed back to Brooklyn, where I was immediately stopped in 2 hours of traffic, and I had plenty of time to think about my trip and look at my beloved city of New York and think, my God, it just looks so shitty.